clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson being chased out left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Colts, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now it's Jackson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
And right side, Henry's got it. And his first carry, he loses the football. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll give Henry another shot. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That 2nd down play nets a -4. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now it's Hines. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. To throw is Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number 1 guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But there's also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number 1 guy, and they're ready to step up.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jackson now to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, you got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. So Mike's number 1. Mike's number 1. Right here. Right here. Here we go. Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Check down here for Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
So Mike's number 1. Mike's number 1. Let's get this.
He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Jags will take over here at their own 14-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. Hines. And he's got some space here. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Colts 7. Pat O'Donnell sets the kickoff.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
On the return, Williams.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And some space here. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Hines. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Here's Hines. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Isaiah Simmons
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, DeVonta Smith.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And that's out quickly to Chase.
That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Micah Parsons.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Jackson.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
Touchdown!
Raheem Mostert.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
Williams now on the return.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, unbelievably better, folks, than 80 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Simply incredible.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll check this down to Hines. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Here's a diving catch right side. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Williams to return.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He'll drop to throw. He completes it to Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They'll throw now on the final play. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Jackson now to return.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Now a play fake here on first down.
This will go to Henry out wide.
They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. That catch good for only a couple.
8 yards to go on second down.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. A first down carry for Henry. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here we go. Here we go. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Mike one. Mike one. Got you, boy. I got you, boy. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Hey, watch this.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Hines again. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Nyheim Hines taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. On the return, Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. 2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Jackson's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Devontae Smith, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They run with Hines, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Williams now on the return.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, here's second and 14. Back to throw here. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going deep here for Allen. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Colts are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. Looking here for Smith downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Williams to return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Fights off the defender. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
I'm coming after you. Check it out. SOS.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine, ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. On the return, Williams. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes you just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Touchdown, Jaguars!
Juwan Johnson,
his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Jaguars are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around. About their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, first and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They run again with Hines. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he is going to have a Jags first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
31, Jack 31. Turn up. Kill, turn up. Shift. Jack 3. Hey, switch gears. No. Jam.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
4 down. Mike 35.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
35. Ricky. Report.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's got Smith here. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Again, Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
Williams now on the return. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really